Welcome back, brothers. This is the Warriors to Wounded by Words. This is IceWolfGem here, and let's continue where we left off. So last time we were left off here. So we get to spend this time with some people. Let's spend some time with Aline and Gabriel. Now let's spend some time with Dave for a sec. I decided to go to Dave, who has been on his own up until now. I feel he would like some company. After all, he was part of the group too. What are you doing? Not much. Say, are you all avoiding me? It would be a very poor job at it, considering I'm right next to you. Maybe not you, but I feel like the others are all avoiding me. Is it something I said? Well, I'll be honest, you were a bit rude earlier. I think they just feel awkward now because they don't know what you will say to them. I don't get what I did wrong. You're so touchy. It may sound weird to you, but everyone lives different experiences. If you don't try to be careful, you definitely strike a nerve without noticing it. Like if you make a joke using dark humor to someone who just lost a beloved one, they most likely won't take it well. It's the same here. You casually talk about painful things some of them may have lived. But I couldn't have known. The problem here is that you shouldn't be so nonchalant in the first place. 10 backgrounds are special cases you don't see often, but widely spread experience. Wait, did I just slip one? Oh, I think I did. I'm sorry. And when you don't know what they've been through, just shut up. It's the safest thing to do. If that's the case, I can't say anything anymore, can I? You can. Once you know them better. Once you understood them better. Understand is the key here. It's so complicated. Why can't we talk normally? Why is being considerate of others considered not normal? But I am considerate. Not considerate enough. Listen, you asked me a question. I told you what I thought. Don't get mad at me for saying out loud what everyone else is probably thinking. It's not against you. I just don't understand. It's fine. Nobody expects you to understand on your first attempt. Just show some good faith by being more considerate. I still don't get why they all are so touchy, but I'll try. That'll be a great start already. After the conversation, we decided it was time to rest. After a while, everyone went to their own separate ways to find the least uncomfortable corners of the room and lay down on the ground. I glanced at them regardlessly and saw many people turned around every which way in hopes of finding some sleep. It was very optimistic. I knew that as soon as I closed my eyes, the screams would return. The sparks, I didn't want to see them again. I knew what would await. Another sleepless night, another in a long series. At least I wouldn't stand out with the crowd tomorrow morning. Nobody would know. Almost despite myself, I felt weariness filling me from the inside. I blinked slower and slower. On the other side, there was darkness and fire. I saw the sand again, those dunes. I felt the blazing sun, the heavy air, the smell of putrefaction. My mind was uncontrollably attached to this place. I tried to resist, but it was useless. I had been cursed with memory. Oh no. I skipped one by accident. I woke from my dream with a start. I was in the middle of the night, yet the scenery hasn't changed one bit. It was almost reassuring. Everyone else seemed to be sleeping. I envied their peaceful dreams. I wish I could be one of them. Slowly, carefully, I stood up and went to the bathroom. I have to relieve myself. This place is really depressing. I feel almost at home. What? This does not make one bit of sense at all. As I rose from the toilet, I suddenly felt another presence, even though I hadn't heard anyone enter after me. There was a strange sound. I approached the door handle suspiciously to see what the commotion was, but I couldn't get out of the stall. I was locked in. You locked yourself in. Please, no, not that. Let me out. I don't want to be here. I skipped one. I'm sorry. I was like a rat caught in a trap. Let me out. For the love of God. I hate narrow places. I hammered on the door as forcefully as I could. It was no use. I had to find a way out. Luckily, my hands were shaking. If I didn't get out soon, I'd have a panic attack, and everyone would notice. I couldn't let them see me in the pitiful state. I have to find a way out. I tried kicking down the part of the lower door, but it didn't budge. Turn the key. I tried kicking the door with all my strength. The door went flying off the hinges with a loud bang. Wide open at last, I rushed towards the mirror. It took some time to breathe. Gripping the sides of the washstands, I couldn't quite comprehend what had happened, I seemingly trapped myself. Nothing felt real. Am I imagining this again? I was scared. Scared of myself, scared that the others would see me, scared of going back to that place. I didn't want to be buried under the corpses of my comrades again. Oh. To see their distorted faces, to hear them cursing me again. I knew I overreacted. I knew I shouldn't have, but deep down I couldn't prevent the insidious fear from eating me alive. I didn't want to relive this moment again. Relive. But the sensation of being trapped was ever present in this place. Everything here could trigger a panic attack. There were places, the sensation of being trapped, unable to move, the heavy air, the ruins. I have been on edge for several hours and tried my best not to show it, to forget it. But now that I was alone, everything was coming back to normal. It had stopped. All right, I had almost forgot. The doctor I saw earlier today has been checking how my new treatment was going. I wasn't used to it yet. He prescribed me an antidepressant. I had to take it every day, starting with 50 g, and then report to him if the dose was enough. It had been several days now since the beginning of my medical treatment. My memory was a mess. Had I even taken my daily dose yesterday? I searched through my pockets, pulled out my pack of pills, and I gulped one without thinking before going back to my imaginary bed. And sure enough, I had a terrible night. The floor was cold and hard, so we particularly broke our backs. The next morning, all our bodies were sore. But even if I was at home, I still wouldn't have felt safe. Sure, the mattress would have been more comfortable, but that would be it. Because I dreamt of that place again. I heard the rifles, the explosions, and immediately I woke up. Soon after, weariness invaded my mind, and I fell asleep, returning to there again. Waking up again. It was always the same. After several cycles, I didn't know if I was awake or just dreaming that I was awake. Everything felt the same, like a never-ending parade. Memories lined up, marching in my head, one after the other. My sobs, my fears, my uneasiness. I couldn't escape them. That was why I didn't realize what happened later. A strange sound woke me up. When I opened my eyes, I noticed I was lying on the ground, and the light at the end of the hall dazzled me. There was a persistent buzzing and coming from my pocket, most likely my cell phone. Oh man! Then I remembered that my cell phone couldn't be ringing, as it had run out of battery a while ago. How could it How could I be receiving a phone call now? What? I stare at the screen, dumbfounded. The name had appeared that of someone I knew, but it couldn't be right. It couldn't be him. How was it possible? He's dead, isn't he? He was a close friend that I liked very much, and he died months ago when he put his foot on the landmine. The person who was calling me was dead. It couldn't be him. Surely someone had borrowed his cell phone somewhere. It had to be a mistake. I decided to pick up the phone, nonetheless, and brought it to my ear anxiously. You can't escape. Then they were only hunting me. Unearthly noises left on the other end of the phone usually sounds like if someone had really called me from hell. Scared, I cringed and dropped the cell phone, which crashed on the floor. I couldn't help but let out a small cry. I heard someone gurgling behind me. I must have woken them up of the other one of the other trapped people. Sorry, I had a nightmare. They returned around and walked away. I saw some of the others stretched out. They couldn't get back to sleep because of me. I went to the bathroom to relieve myself, certain that it would be able to sleep. When I came back, almost everyone was up. They all looked grumpy. It was no wonder after such a rough night. Plus, it was obvious that our hopes of being rescued during the night was shattered. What? The rescue team? What's the rescue team doing? They should have been here long ago. Who knew? Maybe they're not that. Maybe we're not that important to them. Or maybe something else happened on the surface when we're down here. Another disaster elsewhere that's keeping them busy. I would love to be able to drink coffee right now. Too bad there's no dispensers near the bathroom. I'm sure it would have been working anyway. Wouldn't be working anywhere. How unlucky for us. I'm sure some were even less lucky than us, and were crushed by collapsing walls during the incident. Let's talk about something else. Yeah, I agree. I too had to forget. Now was the perfect time to chat with someone and erase my last sleepless night. That's the time with. Let's spend the time with Gabriel. I went to Gabriel, hoping he wouldn't help me pass the time. I guess we're all missing our homes, right? Dunno. I don't feel that welcome out there anyway. What do you mean? Well, how do I put it into words? So this, I feel a little. I feel like I'm only considered as the leftovers of a human being. A second thought, a nuisance. I have some friends and a family. It's true. But do they really miss me? Maybe they relieved I'm not there anymore. The great things when you're physically disabled, like myself, is that there is no pretending. You put all your cards on the table. Stupid people will automatically avoid you, and only the most interesting ones will dare approach you. I can't imagine how deceitful being normal actually is. You think everyone cares about you? Really, what guarantee do you have? But even with that advantage, if we call it that, there's always a chance the people I talk to are thinking of me as a nuisance. Don't say that. You're not a nuisance. Then why does everyone I cross paths with make me feel this way? I have so many stories you wouldn't even believe it. Go on. It's not as if we were in a rush here. I got all the time in the world to listen to your stories. Uh-huh. You don't have to tell me twice then. I really need to get things off my chest. Well, I hate that the bus. I always have to be on my guard to ensure that the driver doesn't forget me. Like when I need to ask him to open the door for me. If there are too many people on the bus, you can bet he's going to forget I'm there. It's annoying. I hate going to class more than once. I got stuck in front of the steps because there was no other way to get to the classroom and nobody bothered helping me. Poor guy. Sometimes even the teacher passes me by. I felt stupid every time. Or when they don't want to change the classroom for an exam, even though my friends have explained that I can't reach the mucking place. I hate when I have to go to the supermarket and the sales assistant will look me in the eyes when I talk to him and just replies to my personal carer instead, like I'm not even there. And most of all, I hate people who touch me like I am some poor kid in need of affection. I swear, I'd beheaded them if I could. I'm not a teddy bear. I hate people who touch my hair or my chest just because I'm in a wheelchair, especially my neighbor, the one who parking in my reserved spot all the time. I hate people. I wish they'd treat me like a mucking human being. Is that too much to ask? I would say it's too much. I wouldn't say it's too much. You deserve respect too. Got that wrong. So yeah. Is there really someone worried about me up there? I don't even know. Maybe they're all pretending to care because they pitied me or something. I miss my computer more than anything right now. Let's talk about games then. It'll lift your spirits. You're right. There's nothing to be mad about right now. Maybe those people are worried about me after all. After a lively conversation, we said it was time to join the others. Oh man, that was some reading. I forgot to save! Never mind. Well, what's done is done. After spending some time chatting, we gathered again. The atmosphere was gloomy, to say the least. I'm hungry. I'm tired. How long will we have to stay here? You should all follow Hassan's example. He's the only one who hasn't complained so far. We won't achieve anything by just grumbling. I guess you are finally in shape. You weren't that energetic this morning. Hey, I'm not perfect. And I did say Hassan was the only one not complaining. I included myself in your bunch. Let's take our last meal then. It may help a little. Well, I guess today each one of us gonna have a biscuit and a portion of water. And there went our last ration. Since Hassan has a separate bottle, he still has some left, but it was obvious that it wouldn't last long either. I'm still hungry. Of course you are. It's only half a biscuit after all. I know it's not the most comfortable situation, but if we don't expend that much effort, it should be okay. I can't wait for the rescue team to come. I got so much work to do at home. How can you think of work first? Well, I have to work overtime these last days to finish on time. I can't let all that go to waste. I can't handle hunger and fatigue, but the boredom will kill me first. I know, I have a deck of cards in my pocket. Let's play together. Good idea. And so we sat down in a circle playing cards. I wasn't exactly fond of card games, but I went along with them in order to occupy my mind. A line declared that Hassan would be the referee. which makes him roar with laughter. Don't get fooled, folks. You have a pro in front of you. I'm unbeatable. We'll see about that. I must say, I'm quite skilled myself, and I'm pretty sure I can beat you. Yeah, right. Dream on, Sonny. It's been a while since I last played cards. I hope I'll be okay. Don't worry. The most important thing right now is to have fun, right, Hassan? See? He thinks so too. Let's wait for the rest of the team while doing something for a change. And so we played together for hours while laughing. It's really one of the original night. Whatever. Ugh. It made me think of the former comrades when we had to go to war. There was always a period of calm. Either the high-ups were thinking of a plan, or the enemies had made a move yet because they didn't know how we react. But there were always times like these when we were playing cards together, trying to forget the situations and have a good time. It wasn't much, yet this moment made me feel a little happy inside. Warm memories were coming back, not the screams, but the laughter. It has been so long I felt that way. It was almost refreshing. Time flew by, and as she had predicted, Aline defeated us hands down. She really was something. Losing interest, we finally split up and went about our own businesses. Aline was trying to take a nap in a corner, while Alicia, Gabriel, and David chatted in another. As for me, I decided to play with Hassan. Sorry, you're using your small car again? Can I make room for him too? I'm not doing the right thing, am I? Show me what you want me to do. I was trying to understand what Hassan was doing. Then I heard an exclamation. I turned around. Alicia seemed upset. About what? What's wrong? It's gone. Gone. You lost something? Hassan's bottle of juice has disappeared. I put it in my purse. There's no way I dropped it. Someone must have taken it. Alicia stood up with a furious look on her face and shouted. Who took Hassan's bottle? Tell me. It's not funny. You all had your portions already. Taking the rations of a kid, really? Have you no shame? Who did it? I want an answer. Everyone stared at each other with confusion. Maybe it's a misunderstanding and the bottle slipped somewhere. I'll help you find it. Me too. I'm sure it's somewhere. Gabriel and I decided to go look for Hassan's missing bottle. Maybe he dropped it in here. All of us has gone to the bathroom at some point. Maybe. Look. Gabriel, below the washstand. Ah, you're right. Here it is. I picked up the bottle and immediately realized it was empty. It pained me to say so, but Alicia's fear may have been justified. Someone has drunk Hassan's last portion of juice. Uh-oh. I'm sorry, Alicia. We did find the bottle in the bathroom, but it's empty. I knew it. Someone must have been thirsty. Who drank it? Calm down. Maybe Hassan drank it and didn't tell you. He wouldn't do that. I agree with that. Hassan is always asking Alicia when he needs something. But why? Actually, I don't hear him complaining. Why can't he say something is wrong? Say that. Something is wrong himself. Alicia went red as a tomato and exploded. You could see tears in her eyes. Why is she reacting? Because he's a child with autism, you jerk. Are you happy now? Happy? Just mucking, leave us alone. Oh, that explains why he's so silent. Dave suddenly gasped. Embarrassed, he clearly didn't expect this and did his best to maintain his composure. I didn't know. It's not my fault. Oh yeah, it's not your fault. That's too easy. You don't have to know his disability to treat him properly, do you? Since the beginning, you've been picking on him. It's not his fault he cannot make himself understood that easy. I bet you're the one who took his bottle, aren't you? You thought it was funny to steal something from a defenseless child. Is that it? It wasn't me, I swear. Why would I do that? And why are you blaming me? Gabriel did say at some point he was thirsty. It could have been him. Oh no. Are you saying I'm the culprit? That I drank from Hassan's bottle? No, I didn't say it. I didn't say it could have been you. Wait, why are you so defenseless all of a sudden? Are you the thief after all? What? How would I have done that? You went to the bathroom earlier. You could have stolen it then without us noticing. Oh yeah, with my wheelchair making that noise. You think you would have heard me pass by Alicia's purse? Not like I would look very suspicious trying to bend down. You didn't think that through, did you? Well then, it could have been Agath, Aline, or even Alicia herself. Excuse me? Yeah, maybe you were thirsty too and took your son's portion. You're the only one that could have touched your own purse without looking suspicious after all. Then why would I have yelled? Huh? I could have said quiet and nobody would have to know. Well, see, don't try to find excuses. I know it's you. I don't think it's him. But I swear I didn't do it. The tension was palpable. I didn't know what to say, if anything. I felt powerless. Above all, I felt sad for Alicia and Hassan. He was clearly frustrated. Dave had also gone too far by mocking the child all the time, but he cringed at his mistake. He didn't like looking like the villain. Aline was quiet. I could see she was very sad, whereas Gabriel looked angry, as if almost the verge of taking it out on someone. Hassan had rushed to a corner of the room after the dispute and wouldn't move an inch from there. I could see him keeping his hands on his head, swinging his leg rhythmically. I guess it was his unique way of calming himself. I felt I understood the functions a bit better, now that I knew the right terms. Hours passed by with no one daring to let slip a word. I could bear a silence this heavy. I had to do something, else I'll be more agitated. Alicia has given Hassan something to soothe him, and she seems a bit more composed than earlier. Maybe it was the right time to chat with someone and try to ease the tension. Pass the time with on the next video. Thank you all so much for watching this episode of Wounded by Words. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, share, comment, and all that good stuff. And as usual, I will see you in the next upcoming video. Goodbye, everybody.